Well then, shall I start showing you around? You suggested. He stares at you before nodding. You soon held out your hand for him to hold. He only stared at it before he started walking. Rude, you thought. You soon led him outside, where the food stalls were. He soon looked around. You guys don't have high-grade sushi? He mumbled. Look, not everything that is pricey tastes good. There's our cheap ones that taste heavenly. Trust me. You soon noticed I think it's taiyaki stand. You like chocolate, right? You added and walked up to the stall. He only nodded. Hi, can I buy two? I'll have the bean paste and he will have the chocolate-flavored one. You told the one inside the stall. She nodded and soon gave you the taiyakis. You handed her the money while letting out a small thank you. You handed him the chocolate-flavored taiyaki. He stared at it before taking a bite. His eyes sparkled as soon as he got a taste. This tastes good. He mumbled. You let out a chuckle. See, you should trust my instincts. Introduction. Oh my God, intuition. Not everything expensive tastes good, you told him, but he didn't pay attention to what you were saying and only focused on the sweet delicacy. Do you have something similar to this Obia-san? He asks. You let out an offended gasp. Mother, I'm not old. You just call me Oni-san, you told him while stopping yourself from cursing. Okay, Oba-san, you glared at him, but soon let him go since you knew he was purposely getting on your nerves. By the way, if you don't know what Obia-san means, it means old lady or grandma for girls, or grandpa, an old man for boys. Yin, a familiar female voice spoke out. You turn around to see Sarah. Oh, hey, Sarah. She smiles. Oh, she gives you a wide smile after bumping into you. Both of you gradually had gotten close. You soon learned that she was a hard-working person who will create plans to get anything they want. And you also learned that she wasn't a bitch like him. I didn't know you had a little brother, she commented while sucking on her lollipop. Well, Muzan told me to look after him, so, you replied. She let out a wheeze. So you became a babysitter? You nodded. Where are you guys going? I'll walk around with you guys, she added. We're just gonna have a look around what they're selling at the food stalls, you replied. She soon threw her lollipop in the trash can. Ooh, let me join too. She was cut off by a student calling her. Sarah, we need you at the cafe right now, a student yelled out. Well, duty calls, Yin. I'll meet with you later. She waved and soon left. Soon, Rui let out a small gasp. You turned to him. What is it? What's wrong? You asked. My tarantula got out, he replied. Your what? You asked, trying not to panic. My brother, he escaped, he replied, frowning. We need to find him. It's dangerous if he escapes. Hold on, does he bite? He shrieked. He's trained. Besides, I don't know what I'll do if he gets stepped on, he says as he clenches onto your clothes. Please, we need to find him, he begs. All right, he replied and looked around. I don't know how you managed to train a tarantula, but I'm not even gonna ask. You thought. You soon noticed that both of you were right next to the marriage booth. You soon looked through the glass window, not paying attention to the bride and groom. Your eyes caught something crawling. Maybe he's inside the marriage booth, you told him. Wait, here? All right, I'll go get him, you told Rui. He nods, and soon you went inside. You focused on the floor. Oh my God, I can't read. You focused on the ground. You wanted to just get the tarantula and dip since you didn't want to injure the marriage. Your eyes soon caught him. There you are. Come here, he whispered. while following the tarantula, your mouth suddenly opens. Your face went pale. The tarantula clung onto someone. You looked to see who it was. Miyuku and Genya. The tarantula grabbed onto Miyuku's dress. Now, does anyone object this marriage? The priest asks. Of course, fake. I didn't know to get the tarantula off her and I panicked. I object! You yelled as you raised your hand. Their heads turned to you, visibly anger and disgust, except for Genya, who looked at you with hope in his eyes. Finally, someone saving me from this shithole, Genya thought. Don't move, Miyuku. You were cut off by her noticing the tarantula. She screams, Spider! She shrieked and tried to smack it off. No, don't kill it! You grabbed her wrist, stopping it from getting smashed. What the hell? Do you hate me that much that you wanted me to get bitten? She yelled at you. He doesn't bite. Calm down and let me get him. You yelled back. She soon started crying, but you had paid no attention to it. You held out your palm, and to your surprise, the tarantula peacefully walked up to you. There, now stop crying. I got him off you, you told her. It bit me, she sobbed. The students soon glared at you. Bitch, fuck you, you thought. He doesn't bite, but I do if you don't stop being dramatic. And how could he bite you through your thick clothing? Make it make sense, girl. You crossed your arms as the tarantula crawled his way up your shoulder, randomly dancing out of nowhere. If you look up dancing spider, you'll get it. If the spider didn't bite her, then why is he doing a victory dance? A student commented. Hey, don't attack my boy. He's just vibing. You replied. Okay, by the way, if you're wondering what a spider dance looks like, it'll be at the end of the video. I bet you did it on purpose, just to stop this wedding out of your jealousy, a student shouted. You were about to open your mouth, unleash the rage, but Genya spoke up. Shut the fuck up. I didn't even want to get married, but you guys forced me to. Don't go around attacking her, Genya says as he goes in front of you to protect you. Stop making excuses for her. She got Miyuku in practical danger. Why are you defending a bully? A student asks. And why are you defending a two-faced whore? You clapped back. Some people let out gasps. Some people started whispering. Soon, Rui walked up to you. Did you save him? He asks. You nodded and gave him the tarantula back to him. I think I need to go to the hospital, Miyuku spoke, trying to get the attention and sympathy more on her. Oh my god, Miyuku, let's go. We'll take care of you, someone spoke out, babying Miyuku. People soon started leaving. Miyuku sent you a glare, to which you replied with a middle finger. Well, damn, there is more interesting than the whole Kardashian series, the priest commented. The two of you soon walked out of the booth. You and Rui were about to go about your way, but Genya stopped you. You cut him off. Thanks. Yes, I get it. You rolled your eyes while letting out a chuckle. You knew he hated being indebted to someone. Yeah, what's your number? We should set a date on when we could work on the science project, Genya says. You crossed your arms. So you're finally coming around, huh? You commented. He only rolled his eyes. You soon took out your pen, which was in your pocket, and grabbed his hand. What are you doing? He asked. Writing. Number. You simply replied. My hand is not paper, dumbass. He says. Well, do you have any paper? You asked. He didn't reply. Thought so. You should start writing your number on it. You soon start writing your number on his hand. You soon finish writing. Genya, thank you, too, for defending me. You told him. He only nodded in response. You gave him a small smile and soon both you and Rui left. Time skip. Brother seems to have gotten attached to you, Rui commented as he stares at the tarantula that was just dancing on your head. And both of you chose to set him free for some time while you both waited for Muzan to come get Rui. Yeah, has he done this before? You asked. Rui nodded. Yin, a familiar voice called out. You turned around to see Muzan. Thank you for taking care of him. I knew I could trust you. Is it all right if you took care of him for the next following days? He asked. Oh, well, sure, as long as he's fine with me taking care of him, you replied, not hesitating. Rui looked at you in disbelief. Well, Rui? He asks. I'm fine with it, Rui replied. All right, then it's settled. Come, Rui. Rui got up from his seat and took the tarantula from you. Rui walked up to Muzan. You soon got up and was about to walk away, but then... Wait. Rui spoke out. Thank you, Oni-san, he says, a blush of embarrassment forming on his cheeks. You let out a chuckle. Looks like Rui has a cute side to him after all. I'll see you tomorrow, Rui, you replied, and soon walked away. As you were walking around the school, you wondered what you could do. The three were busy, and you couldn't annoy them. Sarah is also busy. Aha! Blake. He was the person you thought of annoying. You soon started looking around for him. Then there he was. You noticed him from a distance. You couldn't focus on who was in front of you. You only focused on getting his attention. Blake! You were cut off by someone bumping into you. You let out a grumble in pain. You look up to see Ian. Obanai spoke out. Oh, Obanai, you replied. You guys can come in now. A student spoke out. You raised an eyebrow and looked to see where the voice came from. It came from a student who was working at the horror booth. Oh, sorry, we're not planning on going. You were cut off by a student. Come in, please, the student says in desperation. Okay, Obanai? You ask for his approval. Well, why not, I guess. He replied. Are you two the only ones coming in? The student asked. No, you replied and looked at Blake. Blake! You called out his name. He was peacefully cleaning the halls, but you just had to drag him in. He turned to you with a, what the fuck is it now, expression on his face. Let's go inside the horror booth, you suggested. No, he replied with a smile.